the back of all your rough books, or all your books look like rough books, because you'd be drawing a little house or flowers or triangles, and you enjoy doing these repetitive patterns and again and again and again. And people would say, they have a meaning. Well, they do. They have so many different meanings. And our guest today on Mind Your Health, Staying Well with RJ Keisha is going to help us interpret our doodles, the ones we used to make from childhood. She's going to tell us a little bit about Zentangles and then tell us a lot about mandalas and how, as mom, dad, the children in the family, and the family as a whole, how we can get into a space of feeling really good. You want to know more? Well, thank you for being here and stay with us till the end. And we come back to you with the promise to make sure that you have accessible tools that are available at home to get you into a space of wellness and maybe even self-love, healing for yourself and your family. So we welcome somebody who's the director of Pinnacle Counseling and Therapy Center. She's been a psychotherapist for the last 18 years, but a counselor for 26 years. And it's amazing to welcome her on Mind Your Health, Staying Well with RJ Keisha. We have Sejal Mehta. So Sejal, thank you so much for joining us here today. It's wonderful to have you join us. So I know that you're going to be giving us something which is very interestingly called doodles, zentangles, and mandalas. I'm so looking forward to this episode.
So generally when people want to unwind or de-stress, usually they go for a walk or they go for meditation, yoga class, gymming. They have to go outside their home to do something or the other, or they go for some class or the other. True. Now, doodles, rectangles, and mandalas are things which you can do in your own space, own house, own comfort zone without much resources. So firstly, let's understand the difference between doodles, rectangles, and mandalas. Doodles is something which we do unconsciously, which is called scribbling behind the book. Secondly, zentangles are something which you do repeated patterns. That is done intentionally to bring out some design which helps you to calm down. And it gives you a lot of energy. So zentangles is done to basically re-energize yourself and also to calm yourself down. So it's contradictory, but these are the energies which help you to calm down.
Before you even move forward, I'm gonna,
Yes.
so we're going step by step, right? So doodling is just starting out, maybe drawing a house or a star or something at the back of your book.
Something. People have a habit of just drawing their initials or their names in some different format or something. So those are all called doodle. Doodle also has interpretations. A picture, which you can see, there are butterflies, flowers. They're not very neatly done. They're not precisely done. It's scribbling. Every doodle has an interpretation. People who are doodling a lot of dots. So for them, there's a lot of stress, a lot of irritation, a lot of frustration. People who doodle a lot of butterflies or flowers, they're asking for love in some ways. People who draw a lot of cubes or triangles or geometric shapes, those people are always stressed and they take self-imposed stress. It's not that somebody's stressing them out.
So can you tell us some therapeutic doodles?
So for example, a person who's been doodling triangles, we don't take that away from the person. We just tell them to draw a flower with the triangles as the petal, but just round the triangles a bit so that the sharp points which are nudging them, they go away. Secondly, suppose a person who's got low self-esteem and is craving for love, there's a void of love in their life, and they've been doodling a lot of flowers and butterflies. So for them, we tell them, draw all the flowers and butterflies in geometric shapes so that they become more realistic and more cognitive.
Definitely with the doodles, I'm going to go ahead and see what I'm doodling and keep a lookout for the people I love around me and friends and what they're doodling, and I'm going to keep what you said in mind. So let's move forward to zentangles. And you said there are repeated shapes.
Yes, so zentangles is basically done with a purpose. People who like drawing. So this is one example of a zentangle, where you can see repeated shapes, but they're more of like mehndi designs. Now, there are also geometric zentangles, which we have nowadays. One of it is this. They're geometric illusions, they are called. Now, another example of Zentangle which a child has done is this. If you can see this, animals. It's a mandala as well as a Zentangle.
That is simply beautiful,
Yes.
simplistic and beautiful.
Now, doodles and Zentangles is to de-stress yourself. Mandalas is to heal yourself. In Sanskrit, mandala means a circle. Not only a circle, it's a circle of energy which represents your story. So basically, this circle, it unites you with the cosmos. You represent your physical, your mental, your emotional, all your energies through that circle. It's a map to take you within in your own journey. So mandala is a sacred space. Mandala means a circle, no beginning, no end. So wholeness. So mandalas has been existing since ancient cultures. The Aztecs, the Tibetans, the Egyptians, everybody's been using mandalas. And you go to any sacred or religious spaces, you'll find mandalas everywhere. Now, going deeper, mandala, if you break it down into 3 words, mandala. Man means the mind, da means the essence, the energy which we are talking about, and la means the container. So it is the container of the energy of your mind. Mandala is energy expressed through symbols, designs, drawings, representations. So it is a very powerful tool for transformation, healing, and a person who's drawing mandalas or even simple coloring mandalas, he's pouring out all his emotions in a very non-threatening way without using words through the designs and getting healed. Because when you draw or color the mandalas, it harmonizes your body and mind, which activates the amygdala, which releases hormones which control your emotions. So the negative emotion cortisol is being controlled when you go from chaos to calmness, and mandala helps you to do that. So it's a very cathartic tool, a very healing tool. It is not about perfecting the image or bringing out the final product, which is beautiful. This is for your own healing process, which you do happily, because it is the journey, the process, which brings out so many feelings and emotions and healing in it. So what you do is just think of one answer that you want, something that you've been pondering over, and you're not getting your answer. Now make a dot, just make a dot in the center of the paper and draw a circle around it, whatever diameter you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 10-20 seconds, just fill it up with whatever shapes you want.
So should I make concentric circles?
Concentric circles, and fill them up with whatever designs like we learned as children: circles, triangles, squares, cuboids, flowers, petals, leaves. And when you're doing that, you just go inside that and go through the journey. Start from center and go outside. From the womb, you're going to the universe. All right. Beautiful. So this represents basically that right now a lot of love in your home. You're loving the space, the loving energy you're spending with your family, but at the same time you are feeling very rushed all the time. Am I right? Yeah. So
Yes.
this, because see, there are teaching mandalas and healing mandalas. Now this, because I told you what you went through. But even if you do not have a teacher or a master or a guru, even when you just do this and color it, you will be pouring out all your these stressful energies into the mandala. And after finishing this, you will feel very healed. And what happens? Your physical body remembers the cathartic process. So whenever you see this mandala again and you're feeling negative energies, and even if you see that mandala, your body will experience the same healing feeling and you will calm down. Yeah. So now today I'm going to share something with you. So for a mother, if she can just draw simple concentric circles and any shapes and just fill it up with horizontal lines, that will bring in a lot of acceptance that it is okay not to spend time with my children when I'm so boggled down with work in all the other sectors of my house.
So you mean you have one circle and another circle around it and another circle around it, and then just fill it up with horizontal lines or spokes going outwards?
Okay, so you can just have circles around, maybe a petal or something, a flower, and all the petals with horizontal lines.
Not spokes going
That
outwards,
would
but
be
just horizontal lines.
not going outward. All the shapes filled up with horizontal lines. That would be very cathartic for this mother. So this was what one lady who came to me did it when she was very stressed. So she just drew a lot of triangles and just filled them up with horizontal lines. So it
Lovely.
doesn't have to be neat. It doesn't have to be some perfect image or something. Just
Right.
horizontal line fillings give her a lot of acceptance and healing.
Brilliant, brilliant. What about the children who are at home with so much of energy?
Yeah, so for children, drawings, even the coloring, just the basic coloring of mandalas, they act as safety valves. So the best thing for children would be if you have a printer at home, just print some mandalas and give them to color. So I'll just show you an example which a couple of children had done. So for example, this is one of the mandalas a 8-year-old girl just colored with crayons. So
Beautiful.
they like coloring. So here color therapy comes in a lot of healing for the children. So for example, another child who's very hyperactive, very restless, doesn't know what to do the whole day. So for this child, we need this child to calm down.
Yes.
So when do we get a calming effect? When we go out in the nature, when we are around trees, when we just lay down, look at the skies, stars. So give them all the cooling colors, the blues, greens, everything, pastels and everything. And let them color the mandalas. So that will give them a lot of calming effect. And as a family also, you can just have one big picture printed out. One part the mother colors, one part a child colors, another part another child, one part the father. So here what happens, you don't judge anybody, you accept everybody as they are, and it brings in more harmony within the family. Yeah.
Wow, wow. I want to stop and kind of go into this internal journey, this visualization of families working together for children, giving
Yes.
them colors that are going to work with them in simplistic mandalas,
So you can make mandalas with anything and everything available at home.
just adding joy to your life in every possible way and taking mandalas
Yeah,
into every sphere of your life.
absolutely. Yeah. Also, whatever is available around you, pick up some, like whatever, some pillows and everything and make a mandala from whatever is available around you.
You could have a game in the family making mandalas with whatever is in the house. Just
Right.
happy moments together.
And you
Wow.
can also have two teams in that.
Sejal, you have me hooked as a fan of the work that you're doing for sure. And I know that everybody is gonna definitely make sure that they connect with you, reach out, or at least to start out, use the tools that you have shared with us. We know that you're adding so much light to the lives of everybody that you meet up with.
My
The
pleasure,
fact that
my
you joined
pleasure.
us.
Always.
You joined us on Mind Your Health, Staying Well with RJ Keisha. So now you know. Don't get rid of any of those old books that have a couple of spare pages. Use them as your healing mandalas. Keep the concentric circles ready. Small circle, biggest circle, and get ready to add your emotions the way you're feeling into those different circle spaces. You don't need to have somebody to interpret them. Like Sejal just said, you can just make sure that you have a space to let those emotions flow onto your paper so you feel well with doodles, Zentangles, and mandalas. Thank you for joining us. And remember, you must share the good news for sure. Like, subscribe, share. We want to make sure that you keep watching Mind Your Health, Staying Well with RJ Keisha.